Hi, I'm Elisabeth Gilbride, editor of the Horseman's Yankee Pedlar. I'm here at Equine Affaire 2011 with John Lyons. We're going to ask a few questions with John. John, first of all, what types of clinics will you be giving this weekend?
Well, like today, there's two. The first one is an unbroke course. It's about an hour and 15 minutes. And so I'll just kind of give a quick glimpse of how to start, or one way to start an unbroke course without the horse getting afraid or scared, or hopefully the rider getting in any trouble or getting hurt. So that's the first one today. The second one today at 5 o'clock, that one will be John Lyons in 4D. All right, and it's kind of a fun one. It's just nothing but fun. So what I'll do is demonstrate with some of my horses, teaching people or showing people, really not teaching during that demonstration, but some of the things I will do with my horses is I'll have them come through a triple jump. I'll have them at the far end of the arena, I'll call them and have them come through triples. And the triples, you know, some of the jumps will be almost 4.5 feet by 6 feet wide. So we're talking about some pretty good sized jumps, at least big enough that I don't want to be on them and when they're doing it. And so I'll do that. I'll have them, you know, lay down, I'll have them sit down, I'll have them come to me as a group when I call them in line. I'll have them, I'll ride them and have the other two stay right beside me, you know, speeding up and slowing down without anything on them, and I'll do figure eights and play, and then we put together kind of a fun little skit. You know, we'll have one of the horses, they'll have that horse sit down, and then they'll bring a table in like they're going to feed him, and put a table in front of him and a tablecloth on it, and they'll put a tray. Somebody else will bring in a tray of carrots, and he'll sit down at the table and eat dinner, you know. And then another horse will lay down, and then somebody will come in and with a chair and sit down beside him and read him bedtime stories, you know, and then put a tent over the top of him. And then another horse that I brought, Gracie, we'll put her up on a stand, kind of a tall stand, and I'll talk about how sometimes we put our horses on pedestals and we treat them like princesses, and that's what we do. So it's kind of, you know, a finishing fun thing, you know, that we're going to do. And so I try to teach people there are so many imaginative things that we can do, and playing with them and training them that make them fun to be around. So that's kind of what today's two lessons are. Yesterday's were on spooking and trail work and speed control and you know, good ground manners and all of those kind of things.
Well, those clinics sound great. I'll have to check some of them out. Also, I heard that you're judging the versatility clinic. Is that true? Or the versatility competition? Well,
they asked me to judge it. I'm judging it. And I'm not, you know, a judge by trade. But I know I recognize what I like in a horse and how what good horsemanship is, how the person approaches the obstacle, how they treat their horse all the way through it. So I'm not a normal kind of common judge where you're going by a list and you're saying, okay, the person's got to do this exact or that exact. And I'm also judging lots of different breeds. We have, you know, doing the same thing. So we have thoroughbreds, we have Morgans in there, we have some Pasafinos, we have, I think there's a Fjord or two in there, and then you have, you know, the quarter horses and some Appaloosas, and a fellow brought one horse, just magnificent, upper level, almost Olympic level dressage horse, and going through the trail course, and the rider couldn't even speak English, so he's trying to figure out these 14 obstacles that you're supposed to do in order and all of this, and I felt sorry for him, because, you know, when we were telling him he had to ground tie the horse, you know, the fellow he had translating for him said, ground tie, turn the horse loose? You know, they don't ever turn, they're riding this beautiful stallion and they're thinking, turn them loose? No, but it was so cute to watch this guy, and because when he climbed off his horse and he goes, wait there, you know, and the horse did it I mean, it was a pleasure to watch him work with his horse and ride and stuff. Unfortunately, he went off course, and so he was disqualified. But he would have had a great chance of winning it, you know. And but it's fun, and the people. There's I think about 30 people in it, and they've all been very kind to me as their judge, and I've already apologized for any mistakes that I've made.
All right, the last question for you. What type of advice can you give to people who want to be professional horsemen?
Enjoy horses, you know, and if you want to be a professional horseman, you know, it's a never-ending lifetime study. It's not something you can ever learn the right way to do anything. There's always a better way to do everything with a horse. So the horses are, you know, less than 50% of it. The education goes on forever. It's a lifetime of education. The second thing is you really need to have a strong work ethic, and you also have to really like people and enjoy people, because you know you might be a great horse trainer and your business will fail because you're not either solid with people, you're not honest with people, or you don't show up to do the work on time when you say you're going to do it. So, you know, the horse training part of it is only part of it, you know. And so you're going to have to really want to do it. You're going to have to stick through it no matter what and say, this is what I want to do. You'll have lots of discouraging times and moments, just like the economy now. It's very hard for lots of horse trainers right now. So all of those things are important. So you have to have a strong stick-to-itiveness, just like you have had, you know, to become the editor. I mean, you don't just get that because somebody thinks you're cute, you know. You have to work at it. You had to work at your writing skills, and then you had to work at your people skills. So all of that is what it takes, you know, to be a great horse trainer.
Okay, great. Thank you for your time, John.
You're welcome.
All right.
That help?
Yes.